Hi, I'm Senior Airman Dalton Hale.
And I'm Airman First Class, Jace Comet-Inouye.
And today we're here to talk to you about phishing, what it means to you, and some preventative measures to ensure that you don't fall prey to phishing attacks. First question you should ask is, what is phishing? Phishing is an illegal activity performed by criminals to gather your information or gain access to your network in order to do malicious activities.
A phishing email typically consists of three parts: the lure, the hook, and the catch. The lure can be a promise of reward or threat of consequence if actions are taken or they are not taken. The hook would actually be the message itself or the attachment, designed to look and feel authentic.
An example of this would be if you received an email detailing a commemorative patch for a deployment or exercise you were a part of that you could get for free for a very limited time if you follow this link.
The catch would then be when the originator of the phishing message itself uses the information gathered to masquerade as the victim to conduct illegal activities.
A recent successful phishing attempt would be on the Joint Chiefs of Staff, where they shut down the Joint Chiefs of Staff network for 2 weeks.
So why is this important to you? Well, phishing has been proven again and again to be an effective tactic used by both state and non-state actors. Approximately 80% of attacks are usually initiated via phishing attempts.
An example of one of our state actors are the Cyber Caliphate from ISIS. They recently ran 2 successful campaigns where in one of them they were able to gain access to the Military Spouses of Strength Twitter page, hijack it, gather information on different military spouses and send them threatening messages. They were also able to conduct a phishing campaign against different Syrian reporters, which resulted in them gaining the location of Syrian rebel factions and wiping them out.
The Department of Defense networks can be compromised, and then they can be further used as a bridge to conduct further cyber attacks across other networks.
Recently, a suspected state got into the State Department of our government and were able to bridge themselves over to the White House and gather the president's daily schedule.
Your critical mission information, your operational plans, your PII, all this is data that's potentially at risk through phishing.
In order to prevent this, here are some different strategies to lower your risk of being caught by a phishing campaign.
First off, is it digitally signed? The red ribbon not only indicates that it's from an authentic source, but it's from an authentic user as well.
Is it from a fake or unfamiliar address? Someone talking to you about work information that's coming from a non.mil.gov address is a clear sign that you should look closer at the email before giving any information away.
Does it have a false sense of urgency? Is it asking for account credentials within a certain time period, or you could be locked out? That may be a phishing message.
Does it have a false or suspicious hyperlink? If you hover over the hyperlink, it will tell you where it's sending you. If that's different from what the hyperlink says it's sending you to, you shouldn't click on it and you should not respond to the email.
Does it have numerous misspellings or poor grammar throughout the message? A lot of these phishing messages can come from non-native English speakers, so typically, if that's not their native language, the English and the grammar might be off.
We've talked a lot about phishing through email, but phishing can also happen by phone. Be careful what info you give during phone calls because it could not be who you think you're talking to.
If you have doubts, any doubts at all, contact your unit cybersecurity liaison. They'll coordinate with our office, and hopefully we can deduct whether or not you've actually been phished.
Remember, phishing can and will happen at any time, so remember to employ these mitigation strategies and you can ensure you do not fall victim to a phishing attack.
Not only will you be protecting our network, you'll also be protecting your fellow wingmen.